Hey folks, Globku here, and today we have some more Naruto Shinobi Striker gameplay. Today we're checking out a custom character, a created avatar with the Byakugan ability. Byakugan seems to be a healer ability or support, whatever you want to call that subclass. And regarding what it does, I'm gonna save that to the end of the video. The reason for that is when I jumped into this match, I didn't know what the abilities did. So first we're gonna watch the whole thing without me putting into context, and we'll see if you guys can figure out what the abilities do as we're going through the match. And if not, don't worry, at the end of the match, we will analyze it so you guys don't miss a single thing. Also, as a side note, this match doesn't have any audio, so it might be a little bit awkward, so that means we need some background music. Alright, so kick it off. Nope, not that, the cool music. Please, editor, do the cool. Alright, yeah, that's my jam. That's my jam right there. Okay, so this is a 2v2 match. We didn't have a full lobby, it's not a 4v4. You've seen 1v1, you've seen 4v4 on this channel. I really liked having a 2v2 match, because as you've noticed with the 1v1 match, not all characters are balanced for 1v1, and on a 2v2 you don't get the chaos of 4v4. So for a beginner like myself, it was very good, and I was a beginner here, as you can see from this death. I am very ashamed of myself, and I cannot believe I'm showing this to the entire internet. But yeah, that was a ridiculous death. No enemies around, I just jumped and panicked, basically. But here we have Naruto trying to capture the flag. He uses the Kage Bunshin and gets out of the way. I don't know where he is, and as usual, I'm still getting used to the camera. This was my second match overall, so this is the earlier gameplay that I've shown. I'm still gonna show my first match next week with the Sand Ninja, who is actually my partner right there. He's a Sand Ninja who has a water ultimate jutsu, but I guess you can have two elements. I mean, if you can have two Genkai in this game, you can have two elements. That's the lead. That's not even a violation of the Naruto code. So Naruto is trying to capture the flag by himself. He's not doing so well because we have two people protecting the flag. And now we see the second member of the enemy team, who is the ranged custom character. We're gonna call him Shinobi 2. But he's a ranged type. He's got the Fireball no Jutsu. He's got the Shidori Spear. I don't know if that's the official name. And here's the Byakugan. I just activated it. See if you can guess what it does. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. See if we can analyze what it kind of does or doesn't. I don't have a full answer actually, but I might have a partial one. So they came at the flag one at a time, and we obviously outnumber them. But not only that, Shinobi 3, my teammate, the Sand Ninja, he's a defensive type. So he's very, I just said defensive type. He's a defense type, so he's very tough to bring down. And on the opposing team, we have an attack character and a ranged character. It's gonna be tough bringing down a defense character when I'm supporting him as a healing character. So it's a tough matchup for them for sure. So we're done playing defense. I was not on voice comms, so I was trying to guess what my opponent was gonna do. I tried to, you know, let him know that I'm going for the flag. I throw a projectile there. See if you can guess what that does, because we're gonna talk about it, and I know that one. I know what it does, but at this point I didn't really know. It's just a tag. It has some crazy tracking. I'm like, okay, I like this. It's good for interrupting jutsu if they're in the middle of the animation. And that jutsu by my teammates is just crazy good. That's my favorite jutsu of this whole Gamescom build. Here I saw Naruto. He had a clear path for my flag, but having seen these players act, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go for your flag, and I bet you're gonna chase me. And actually the other ninja just respawned, so he's just in time to defend the flag himself. It's ranged versus healer, and we have a duel. He's trying to keep his distance. He's doing well. My explosive tag is great. It didn't interrupt his technique, and he's casting Kirin now, and I'm dead. Kirin, as you can see, and as I said in the Uchiha video, if you haven't watched the Uchiha video, I have used Kirin there. It's a huge area of effect attack. It deals crazy amounts of damage. I don't know if it's a one-shot kill. I was not full health there, as you'll see in the analysis portion. But it's very easy to dodge. But because this is my second match, I'm like, I'll probably survive this. But nope. I should have gotten out of the way and then tried to capture the flag. Mistakes like this will stop happening once we get a bit more used to the game, I bet. So I think we're a bit more on the offensive now. I don't know where Naruto is. He might have gone for our flag, but that makes this a 2v1 situation. And Shidori Spear is not going to save you. I think he fell to his death right there. We're both going to try to capture the flag. Now I have a bar on my screen. He probably also has a bar on his screen because I got interrupted here and he captured it right away because they only dislocated one of the players. The other one was still there. I'm supporting this guy with healing. He should be the main damage dealer here because I need to focus on him surviving. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Now we're both on good health, so that's when I think I'm allowed to attack. I use the Byakugan here and we can spot Naruto from a distance. Not sure if I'm gonna fight with the Byakugan, but that explosive, that hit him. That's the circle button for Shinobi 3. It's that explosive bomb. Naruto using his ultimate. I use my ultimate to counter his. What does my ultimate do? Actually, not much in that situation, as you're about to learn. And now we're chasing a flag. He's also chasing a flag. I disagreed with my teammate's choice here. He chose to come behind and try to protect the flag. This is a great combo that we're gonna need to analyze later, by the way. He chose to come after our flag to protect it, but he had a free path to capture, to score a point. So I really disagreed with his choice to stay behind and fight. He should have gone and captured the flag instead of protecting it. And we're not going to reach Naruto in time as they score their very first point. And now we're only 20 seconds away from losing this match because we don't have any points. And we see my teammate starting to make his way up there. We saw a casual Rasen Shuriken pass on by. That thing doesn't seem to have much tracking at all. Shinobi 2 with his Shidori Spear and the Fireball and the Rasen Shuriken. I don't care if I get hit by all of this stuff, but unfortunately we lost. Alright, that was a bit too fast for some of the stuff I wanted to show you guys, so let's start over and analyze some of the clips. We're not going to watch the whole match, we're just going to watch the important stuff that I think is cool to analyze and to understand this character better. Alright, let's start with the abilities for this healer character. The substitution is just a regular substitution with a log. The circle button are these tags. They look like explosive tags, but they are actually a debuff tag. As you can see, the tracking on it is really good, really strong, and the debuff it applies is actually a movement slow. Whenever you hit an opponent with this ability, they move extremely slow for a short period of time. Fortunately, it does run out kind of fast, so you're not penalized for too long, but still, it's just hit circle. The tracking is kind of crazy, and all of a sudden you have a debuff here and you're super slow. It's also good for interrupting jutsu. I did it several times over the course of this match. I think this is a really strong ninja tool. Alright, and moving on to the ninjutsu. First up on L1, we have our healing ability. This one, as soon as I did it, I recognized it from the first trailer, because Sakura also does it. It's basically an area of effect healing. You heal anyone who is close to you. If we were on a bigger team, I would heal everyone, not just the one character. So I'm healing myself and every character that is around me. And the healing is kind of crazy. If we compare this to the Sakura gameplay that I released a couple of weeks ago, this healing technique heals you for so much more. It's a healing over time, it lasts a very long time, the regeneration level of your health is incredibly fast. And when compared to Sakura's healing, which is just a healing burst and doesn't heal that much, this is crazy good. Now, Sakura's healing thing also removes debuffs, so if you have a team that relies heavily on that stuff, then maybe Sakura's healing technique is going to be better. But in general, just for health, this just seems far superior. So if you have a healer character, always pick this over Sakura's healing ability. At least for now, that's what it seems like the obvious choice. Next, the ability you all came here to see, the Byakugan. Now, Byakugan is a scouting ability for what I can tell. You basically use it whenever you don't know where your enemies are and you can see them from a further distance and you can see them through walls. It's basically a scouting ability just to kind of know where people are hiding. For instance, here in this moment, I was attacking Naruto and he used a substitution. He disappeared. I wasn't really sure because the substitution is the Kage Bunshin and I didn't see any Bunshin, so I basically just lost Naruto. I activated the Byakugan right away and found him behind the tree running away. Now, maybe I could have found him without activating the Byakugan, but I activated just to make sure he wasn't going back to the flag, and because I was completely lost. I didn't know where he was at all. And as you can see, the cooldown on the Byakugan is pretty fast, which means it can't be too powerful of an ability. So I do believe this is only a scouting ability. And then we have my secret jutsu, which is the same as Sakura's. I didn't know what it did, so I didn't use it right, but basically this is a resurrection spell. It's like Mercy's resurrection in Overwatch. When your opponents are down, or sorry, when your allies are down, you use that to resurrect them. So when I used it here in this clip, I didn't really do much. Maybe if my teammate had died, then yes, I would have revived him right away. I just kind of saw it as a healing technique, and I wanted to use it to counter his ultimate technique without really knowing what it did. I didn't know you could press start to read the technique descriptions here. So yeah, I just used it wrong, and well, now we know how to use it at least. Next, I want to look at this duel that I had with the ranged ninja over the flag. He was playing it very, very well. He was keeping his distance, and whenever I got in close, he punished me with a melee combo. I was able to get the debuff on him, though I didn't know exactly what it did at the time. But he just played very well with his ranged abilities. First with the Shidori Spear holding me in place, though I interrupted that with my explosive tag. That wasn't nearly enough. He then followed up with a Kirin, and I was completely, if you pause here, you can see that everything is red. I was totally inside that area and just died. After I die, you can see the area that it affects, and it's a pretty big area. I should have gotten out. As you can see from the area it engulfs, it's very easy to get out of. I only had to jump to the side and I was out of danger, and then I could have gone back in for the flag, but this was my first time seeing the Kirin in action. I didn't know it was just gonna kill me, but yeah, it did. I had 311 health. I believe the Kirin is a one-hit kill, but in this instance it only took 300 health from me, so I cannot confirm that it is a one-hit kill. I think it is, but I cannot confirm that at the moment. Next, I want you guys to look at this combo right here. My teammate, the Sand Ninja, just activated a defensive ability which is called the Sand Shield. Now what this does is it doesn't allow the enemy ninja to get inside that circle, which means the enemy ninja can't melee combo my teammate. However, the way he used it here, he basically trapped Shinobi 2, the ranged ninja, against the tree, allowing me to go in and deal a ton of damage. The thing about the Sand Shield is that you can't really move fast, or you can't attack without interrupting the technique. The way he used it there to trap the ninja so I could initiate a combo with that, and he followed up for even more damage, I thought was so good. I don't think it was intentional, but it could be once the game finally comes out and we put some practice in. That was crazy good. And finally, I want to talk to you guys about tracking. Now, we've seen some abilities that track extremely well. Last week, we talked about Kakashi's Lightning Blade and how well that tracks. The Shidori on Sasuke also tracks pretty good. I don't know if it's as good as the Lightning Blade. We haven't tested it enough. But here we see some examples of abilities that don't track super well. And the first example is the Rasen Shuriken. As you can see, it completely missing its target right there. The second ability that has hit pretty consistently, but I don't think tracks super well either, is the Shidori Chakra Spear. Because it travels in a straight line, I think it should be pretty easy to dodge if you know it's coming. But in this case, I didn't know what I was doing, so I got hit with the Shidori Spear every single time. And that's it for the gameplay this week. I really liked playing a 2v2 match. Again, not as chaotic as a 4v4, so that allowed me to learn the game a lot better. And also, there's that team element that is not present in a 1v1. So for beginners, I would definitely recommend joining up in a 2v2 match if you have the chance while you're learning the game. That's gonna help you a lot, and that definitely helped me understand the 4v4 matches a lot better, because all of a sudden I know what's happening and it's not just chaos. For more on Naruto Shinobi Striker, here are 20 outfits that we want to see in the game on our created characters. Make sure you add something to that conversation as well. For something else, there's also this video right here, but as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is GlobeQ, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!